Still talking about the situation in Sudan, fleeing a war zone is unarguably one of the worst cards that life can deal anyone. But then that's the reality of some Nigerians resident in Khartoum, the capital city of Sudan, where for weeks now a factional war has been raging. TVC News Foreign Affairs correspondent Moyo Thomas speaks with some of the returnees upon their return about their experiences and what life has in stock for them now.
It is now about 3 days since the arrival of the first batch of evacuees from Sudan. The returnees describe what they have been through as a very harrowing and hellish experience. 3 days after returning, they are yet to move on and put behind them the trauma they have suffered. Fatia Al-Ilori Adam, a final year accounting student, says it is not that easy as TVC crew pays her a visit at home.
I could hear gunshots, I could hear bombs and the rest. Then like after some days, like 3-4 days, they moved from the school area to my own area. Then there was this day at night, we're all in the parlor, sitting room just like this. Then we had this bomb, like it was very, very, very close to us. And our house shook like immediately. Then we all lied down on the floor for some minutes. We're still hearing the bombs and every other things. That day was like the very, I was so scared that day because I never experienced such that very day. So we had to like lie flat on the floor for like 30 minutes or so.
Dealing with the trauma, though, has taken a toll on them differently, as explained by the Director, National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and IDPs.
After that trauma, of course, depression, it's actually mental case issues can come in all forms. So right now, we have been able to calm the situation. The doctors in Sudan are taking, we have our own doctors that went from NEMA, from Ministry of Ports, and of course, Port Health. They're already in Sudan. So the ones that are beyond them, of course, they are hospital.
What still is the fact that vendors at the border post also took advantage of them, as a friend who returned with her corroborated.
No water, no electricity, even network was very, very bad, and our parents they were all disturbed at home. It's a public toilet, like when you go there, they would ask you like what exactly do you want to do. Do you want to poo? Do you want to urinate? Do you want to wash your clothes? Like they have like particular amount they charge for each stuff you want to do. It was very hard for us to even get money like over there because it was very, very bad over there.
We had to bury parts. Oh. Because even the toilet is not like it's that okay. You just have to manage. The water, anytime I finish bathing, like I used to itch my body because the water is bad. But then,
was it the Sudanese that managed that border when they was managing the border?
Yeah, Sudanese.
So they were the ones selling things at exorbitant prices, collecting that money.
Yeah. They know we don't have a choice. They know we don't have a choice. And they know Nigerians. They used to feel in Sudan, they feel Nigerians like, you know, anytime you go to the market, like Nigeria, dollar, Nigeria, so they feel we have money.
For those that returned after them from Port Sudan, the story is not any different.
I've never really been in such a kind of situation before. It was to me, I don't think anyone else should actually live in such kind of place. I mean, look at my body. It's all filled with mosquito bites, even my face and all. At night, it was really hellish sleeping. During the day, even like I slept on a skeleton without any mattress. So it was not something to really describe or tell people about. Yeah.
Relief, according to Fatia and her friends, started on the 7th day when they were able to cross the border into Egypt. Then only was the Nigerian government able to reach them with food, water and other essentials.
And when I was at the Egypt border, I met the ambassador, His Excellency Dr. Noor. He treated us very, very nice, and he really accommodated us at the border in Egypt. After crossing to Egypt, he treated us very, very nice, and he accommodated virtually almost all of us over there.
Arrival in Nigeria also meant total care by the federal government as the Commission for Refugees, Migrants and Internally Displaced Persons, after profiling, ensured those who could not return home immediately had a place to sleep. There were buses lined up at the airport to convey them to their hotels in the central area of Abuja, where they were handed keys to their rooms until they could return to their families. Part of the concerns was on their education, but the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development says plans are underway.
So right now we are talking with the Ministry of Education to come up with a way to make to streamline their work so that they don't lose the years of study they have. And that policy arrangement will be announced very, very soon.
Government has not relented in its effort to return all stranded Nigerians as more airplanes are evacuating them. Moyo Thomas, TVC News, Abuja.